All right, welcome everyone. This is going to be a quick video just to show you how to pack, what to pack, and of course, what not to pack. As you see on my left over here, you'll notice an example of what would be some of your choices right now. Don't bring this. This is way too much. This would be your best two choices over between way too much, way too little, and just right. I recommend metal bottle such as this. It will keep things cooler longer, and unfortunately hot things as well. This is a canteen. Again, you want something sturdy, something that you can refill at a moment's notice and will help you. And of course, since I already showed this, I recommend a hat, sun protection, super important, something that you will need. The one I will be taking is the one I'm wearing, but I need this for my GoPro. I just wanted to show this one off from one of my favorite creators, something else YT. Shout out. And of course, what I will be wearing on the day of. Notice that there is an undershirt. This is very moisture wicking. It's Under Armour heat gear, as well as something that breathes very easily. You don't need all of this. Honestly, one outer shirt will work. And of course, pants, long pants, because, well, don't want to get bitten. And I'll get into that. Over here, you'll see my packing bag. Again, it does not have to be a duffel bag like this. It can absolutely be a suitcase or whatever you need to hold your things on. I advise on whatever is big enough to take what you need, as well as something that at the end you can lift. If it's too heavy, consider taking a few things out. That's a good rule of thumb for packing. But let me go ahead and get started. You see that I've labeled everything already, and it's already in these neat little bags just to keep myself organized. This is for your benefit. You do not need these. Honestly, if you pack it correctly, it can still look nice and neat and organized. But without further ado, let's get started. These are my shirts and undershirts. Do know that you will be required to bring your school shirt for day number 3 when we will be at the university campus. Y'all know that these are our shirts. If you're missing it, let me know. But again, I'm bringing enough plus a few extras just in case. You never know. Since it's a 3-day trip, I'm bringing 3 plus 1. And of course, the one that I'll be wearing that day gives me a total of 5. Again, you don't need all this. I am just bringing what might be needed. Moving on to next item on the list over here. Pajamas. I am bringing 2 pairs just to show you what that looks like. Again, after a long day of having fun in the sun, it would be nice to not be wearing that sweaty clothing. So I have pair number 1, shorts and shirt, and pair number 2 for day number 2, which is shirt and sweats. And yes, these can be used in emergency, just in case. The next thing on the list, of course, is pants. I'm bringing 3 pairs of pants plus what I'll be wearing day of. So we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. Again, if you only want to bring 2 extras, that's fine. I recommend the number of days you're traveling plus 1 extra, not including the one you're wearing. These are socks and underwears. So I do recommend taking the long ones, such as this. These are compression. These are long socks. We will be camping in the woods, and this does give you a small more extra protection. You don't need them. I do recommend them, however. Again, I'm taking 4 pieces each. That's 1 more than needed, as well as my backup. If you are a young lady or Women, I do recommend including some extras just in case, because emergencies happen, hygiene needs, etc. We have restroom and bath items. This is going to take a minute because there is quite a bit to break down. So, you see that I have my wet wipes just in case. I'm not going to bring a whole toilet paper roll. Wet wipes will do just fine. I have a scrub. If you would like to use a hand towel to take care of that, that works fine. I prefer these, so I have these in here. I change them out every few months. Deodorant, the love of God, please bring deodorant. You need this. Everyone around you needs you to need this. Bring deodorant. And then we have shampoo, conditioner. These are the small bottles. I do recommend just buying the small bottles. Don't go out there and buy big ones. This one over here has body wash. And I do have an emergency soap somewhere in here. Let me see. There we go. Just in case I run out of this. Then I still have body soap. And they do have a shampoo conditioner 2-in-1. That way you would have one less thing to bring. For toothbrush, you don't need this big one. Small one like this will work just fine. This is just my extras, just in case. And of course, toothbrush. That would be it for the toiletry items. Of course, if you are a young lady, then of course you would need those other products, such as tampons, pads, wipes, what have you. With that being said, I do of course recommend sandals for the showers. Sandals, huaraches, Crocs, whichever one works. Just remember that these should not leave the cabin because they get dirty very fast. The purpose of these is to make sure that you are not having to be barefoot in the showers, and we don't need to be cleaning them every time. And finally, we have the medical bag. This is, like, of course, if you have any medicine that needs to be brought on the trip, you should have filled out that form. But just showing you what's in here for me. Of course, I'm old, guys, so I need that. Oh, I'm tired, this hurts stuff. You, of course, might not need that. One thing that I do recommend everyone, just in case, this is a rain poncho, just for emergencies, in case it's raining or anything. It can be as small as this. This literally is reusable. That's as big as it needs to be. You don't need a full-on rain poncho. Again, a small one like that will work. And of course, I do have an extra, just in case. That water resistant, because we're going to be sweating. And one thing that I do want to point out is that this one in particular does keep away mosquitoes, as well as ticks, which is a concern, which is why I emphasize on the pants. But again, if you're wearing this, you should be fine. Sunscreen, of course, sunscreen. You want something with 50 FPS or higher. I'm bringing extras just in case. Do know that some of them have the directions on the top. You need to reapply every so often. I'll be carrying some of these with me just in case for people to use. And the rest of these is just extras. Band-aids, waterproof just in case. And again, we will have a full medical kit being carried around just in case we need it. That should be it for the essentials. Some of these were optional, some of these were required. Let me get into the sleeping gear. Of course, you have two options. Both of them do require you to have a pillow. It does not need to be this big. It can be half that size. Just know something that will make you comfortable. And you have two options of either bringing your bedding and blanket. Remember that this is a twin size mattress that we'll be using, or using camping gear if you already have it. I don't recommend buying this if you don't absolutely need it. Again, sheets, blanket, pillow will be more than enough. A lot of this stuff, I don't recommend going out there and buying it. If you don't already have it, just use what you have. Alright guys, final thing that I'll be talking about is the extras. These are optional, fully optional, but some of these I recommend and some of these I don't, just in case. So let's start off with all of this. Yes, you can bring, of course, brush and blow dryer. Both of these things you can absolutely bring. Just know that they will take up space in your case, and that is extra weight you have to carry. Just, I would reach out to people in your team to see if, like, hey, if you bring this, I'll bring this, and then we can share between us. That way, it's less things everyone has to carry. Flashlights. Again, you don't need these. Most of you have phones, and most of those phones have the flashlight app. These are just extras just to show you what they can look like. Not too heavy, pretty easy to use. These I do recommend everyone bringing. These are highly recommended. They are water absorbent, quick drying towels, or a gator for that sweat. If you notice me right now, I am glistening with that glorious sweat. I highly recommend this next one as well. These are earbuds. No, not for daily use, but for nap time, for sleeping, guys. You will be sharing a cabin with multiple people, and guess what? Some people snore. Myself, yes, I do. I need these. I give them out to anyone that I have to room with, just in case, because I'm sorry, but that is just part of my nature. I have to snore, otherwise I don't sleep. Again, recommend these earbuds, hearing protection for sleeping. More of these, I'll be bringing many just so I don't have to clean them. Let me see. Oh, yes. You can, of course, bring glasses. These are UV protection sunglasses. You don't need them, but I would like to bring them just in case. Just know that that is one extra thing you would have to have on you at all times, and that can get kind of annoying. So for this one, I think I'm going to leave these behind. Oh, and since I did talk about not having to re-clean this, I forgot about your dirty clothes. I recommend one big bag for dirty clothes. Don't worry if you don't have something like this. Literally, you can use any bag, a pillowcase, something which you can just put all of your dirty clothes in, and that way you don't have to worry about it anymore, so that it's not mixing up with all of yours. It's not a problem with mine since I have these organizers, but not everyone's going to use them. Not everyone wants them. Not everyone needs them. But again, I do highly recommend a dirty clothes bag. And let's get to the last piece. The last piece is things that not to bring. Perfume. Oh, please do not bring this. This attracts bugs. This attracts mosquitoes. Don't bring this. But mister, I smell. Yeah, which is why you're bringing deodorant, not perfume. Perfume only works for an hour or two, and then you smell like the perfume and the sweat. So, again, please don't bring that. Other thing, multi-tools. Do not bring this. You do not need all of this. But mister, it has a screwdriver, it has a can opener. I can do all these things with it. Don't bring it. Again, this is a school trip, guys. Technically, this could be considered a weapon. Don't bring it. If you're wondering about, what about the wild animals? This is near Houston, guys. This is nowhere near where there are animals that can endanger your life. What about bears? There are no bears anywhere close to Houston. What about wolves? When was the last time you saw a wolf? What about a fox? Any average human can take on a fox and win. I'm kidding. Don't take on a fox. Anyways, that has been your packing list. If there are any questions, of course, reach out to me. For the most part, I'm just going to put everything together, do it in montage just to show you how quick this can go. All right, in packing, let me show you how efficient this can go. Again, it does not need to be a very big deal. Once you have everything organized, everything sorted, this should go fairly quickly. Go ahead and get all of these items situated. And again, if you're packing up to leave, well then everything's already in your dirty bag and this should take a lot less time. See, this is why I like these organizer things. And if I wanted to put this stuff in here, I can. I have that room. Mine is a very large bag. Again, you don't need a bag this size. You can always just put it on top and then strap it in. Go ahead and close this. And there we go. This has been Mr. Piscina. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. I am looking forward to this camping trip. I really am, guys. Seeing y'all out in the elements, seeing how y'all fare against Mother Nature. Ugh, and this comes to the last part, where you have to finagle everything to fit. There we go. Can I lift it? Yes, I can. That's my right size. And of course, remember, you're gonna have to be carrying your water separately. Make sure to have this filled up. You can of course get a larger one. Just remember, you're gonna be carrying that. So have something that tested out with the full weight of water inside. If it is too heavy, if it's too light, we'll see what works. Thank you guys. Have a great day.